Prasarita Padottanasana. From the Samasthiti position, inhale, step to the right, with the feet slightly angled in. Squeeze the heels toward each other. Firm the legs, drop the sitting bones, roll the pubic bone in and up, and lift the pelvis up off the tops of the femur bones. Then dive the pubic bone back, keep the chin up, keep looking out on the horizon as you bring the hands down. Then inhale here, firming the legs even more and squeezing the heels toward each other. So you feel as if the sitting bones themselves are drawing together. And then exhale, walk the hands back even more and drop the head down toward the floor, or maybe even touching. So you can tuck the chin a little bit at first, press the head down into the floor, then move the chin out away from the collar to create a little more space, a little more lift. And then you're using the spine as a supporting element in the form. As you inhale, firm the legs and feel the breath move up through the feet into the pelvic floor. As you exhale, press the hands and the head even further down into the soil of the earth. After about 5 breaths, feel the tone in the pelvic floor at the bottom of the exhale. Hold that tone, let the coccyx be heavy. Press the legs strongly, straighten the arms, roll the collarbones back, lift the chin. Exhale, take the hands to the hips. Then again with the heavy coccyx and strong legs, rising up, and exhale. B position, inhale, reach the arms out to the sides, keep the chin up. Exhale, take the hands back to the hips with the fingers just inside the ilium. Inhale, lift the pelvis up off the tops of the femur bones, and then as you start to exhale, dive the pubic bone back, keep the chin up, and slowly float all the way down, letting the head drop or maybe even touch the floor. Once you're down, use your fingers to feel the iliopsoas complex just on the inside of those bony protrusions in the front of your hips. And you can feel whether or not they're engaged with your fingertips. See if you can relax those deep hip flexor muscles while you're in the form. And just use the strength of your legs to support you. The gaze is toward the tip of the nose or beyond the tip of the nose, softly. You take about 5 breaths here, and then at the bottom of the 5th exhale, feel the pelvic floor tone. Hold that tone, drop the coccyx. Use the backs of the legs to pull the sitting bones down and draw yourself up. Halfway up, open the prana pattern, roll the collarbones back. Keep the chin up as you come up, and exhale. C, inhale, reach the arms out to the sides. Exhale, interlace the fingers behind the back. Inhale, lift the collarbones, roll the shoulders back, chin up, and then dive the pubic bone back. Keep the chin up and the gaze up until the head drops at the very bottom. Reach the hands as far overhead as you can. If the head can come to the floor, tuck the chin a little bit so that what's touching is a little bit more toward the back of the head. And then, without letting your head slide, roll to the crown, and if you can, reach the palms of the hands all the way to the floor. So you can play with different hand positions here, and you'll get a different effect. If you take the hands this way, the shoulders will be more externally rotated. If you turn the palms down, you'll get a little more internal rotation, which might be more balancing. Or if you turn the palms out, you'll get a more extreme forward and internal rotation of the shoulders. After 5 breaths or so, with strong legs, come all the way up and exhale. With the hands on the hips, D position begins. Inhale, get long through the waist. Lift the pelvis up off the tops of the femur bones. And as you start to exhale, dive the pubic bone back, chin up, reach down, and catch the big toes. Then keep the gaze up on the horizon as you take the next inhale, hollowing out in the front of the pelvis, letting the coccyx be heavy, even as you reach the pubic bone back. And then with the next exhale, go down and drop the head toward the floor, or maybe the head can go all the way down to touch. Keep the elbows more or less right above your hands instead of winging them way forward or taking them way back. Keep firming the legs on the inhale, feeling that pulse go through the pelvic floor and up the spine. Keep playing with the gentle rotations in the pelvis, squeezing the sitting bones toward each other for more support as needed, and diving the pubic bone up toward the coccyx for more depth. And after 5 breaths or so, exhale, feel the pelvic floor tone. With a heavy coccyx and strong legs, straighten the arms, lift the chin, looking out on the horizon. Exhale, hands to the hips. Inhale, come all the way up, looking down the line of the nose. And then exhale, step back to Samasthiti.